Sade, my lover, waiting I fi do to please you. Now you they make me the gaga. Now you they make me the bata. Yo, I go by the name Skydive, an Afrobeat singer all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. I just dropped my new EP, Poisonous Addiction. I heard you guys just claim it on Boomplay.
Let me be that kind of make you rain your door. Be that kind of.
My style of music, it's Afro pop, where I talk about love feelings and emotions.
You just said you talk about love, feelings, and emotions. Is Skydive a lover boy?
Yeah, Skydive, I think people just have to understand you can't tell about love if you haven't loved before. So I tell about love all the time because I've been in love before. What makes my music different from every other sound out there is because I tell you true fact about love. I try to put in the feelings whereby you feel it like yes, it's coming directly from someone. My major musical influences are first of all I'm gonna pick myself because I think I'm different from every other person out there. And if I should pick someone else, it has to be Mr. Easy because he sings just like me. His vocals are always on point, and that's Mr. Easy.
What does your music say about you?
My music can tell I'm an emotional guy. You can always see me emotion, and that's it. My EP, Person's Addiction, it tells about hard feelings, just like I said earlier. It talks about getting addicted to the person you feel like you just can't let go of and being played alongside. So anything poisonous, that's what it talks about.
How easy or how difficult was it for you to just single-handedly pick out 6 tracks for you?
First of all, it wasn't that difficult because I feel like everything I vibed on the song on the EP was more about emotions, and they all happened because I tell stories, true life stories. So whenever I just get to the studio, I just have to vibe it the way it happened and occurred. That's just it.
Are the 6 tracks love songs?
Yeah, the 6 tracks are love songs. Yeah.
So who's that lady that inspires this EP?
I think generally every lady out there that plays on their niggas, they inspired the EP, Poisonous Addiction.
Are the 6 tracks on Poisonous Addiction solely love songs?
Yeah, they're emotional love songs. If you listen to it, I feel like, oh my god, you're gonna wanna cry. The creative process was like me having emotions whereby people don't imagine an artist can bring on board, If you go listen to Choose You, you're gonna understand I was like screaming the names, Okuchuku, Okuchuku, but that was my dad calling, That was me putting emotion to the song.
Your dad was calling, like, were you running off with the girl?
No, that's just me acting it, making it look like it's all story and imagination. That's more about the creative process in the song. Distance Love is a track that talks about distance relationship whereby you just feel connected with someone from afar, and you just feel loved by someone from afar without seeing the person, and you just keep loving the person. That's more about distance love.
Distance relationship.
Yeah, I'm in a distance relationship,
So is that what inspired this record?
Yeah, distance love is a story, not just about my story, about the people around me that are into distance relationship actually. It's more about the record, distance love.
So how about Gaga?
Gaga talk about a revelation of you seeing someone you actually loved, someone you actually think about, and you saw the revelation coming that whenever you get broke or whenever something happen awkward, the person might just leave you going, and you just feel like you don't want to lose the person because you saw the whole thing coming already. That's more about Gaga. I just want to pass to my fans, letting them understand that whenever you feel like the relationship isn't working anymore, you shouldn't force yourself on it, because whenever you start seeing the side effect or you start seeing changes in the relationship, don't try to focus yourself on it, just move on,
So your EP,
Yeah,
Poisonous Addiction,
yeah.
most people might not understand why it's spelled that way.
Okay, it's been spelled that way. That's a Spanish word, trying to, because, I connect to my fans outside the country more than, basic here. So I use the Spanish spelling for it. It's still the same thing as addiction, but I decided to use addition.
So what challenges does Skydive face as an emerging act?
Um, it's more about I think the financial part of it, the funding part of it. That's what I face as an artist. Aside from that, my music, it's always in my head. Whenever I just get to hear the beats, I'm making my song.
So if you could change something in the Nigerian music industry, what would you change?
Mm, I don't think that I have to change anything because the Nigerian music industry, you know, it's moving the way it should be, and that's it.
So how easy is it connecting with your fans through your music?
My fans they can always vibe to my song because they know I'm an emotional kind of person. If you want to be emotional, you come to my song and you just connect. So,
So professionally, how long has Skydive been doing music?
I started music officially. That was 2018 with my first single, "Why on Me."
Most of your fans might not understand the inspiration behind the name Skydive. How was the name vetted?
Okay, the name was given to me. That was in school. Singing knowledge yesterday. I brought it up from the word singing knowledge yesterday, dancing. S for singing, K for knowledge, Y for yesterday, and D for dancing. Because back then in school, the students used to call me "Nwana Gwegu yesterday, Ndi Madina Abebu." So from there, I started using the word singing knowledge yesterday, dancing, Skydive.
Did you start off as a rapper?
Yeah, I started like a rapper, in school.
So what brought about the change, like the switch from rap to R&B?
Okay, first I started realizing that people love my singing part because while rapping I used to sing. People love the singing part more than the rapping part, so I picked more interest in the singing part than the rapping part.
So what inspires your writing? Do you draw inspiration from maybe poems or TV shows? What's the main inspiration?
Back then in school, I used to be someone that I draw portraits. I can bring a textbook of 20 leaves. I draw everything in the book, and then I write whatever the people are saying in the book. So people get to buy them from me, and I feel like I just have to explore. And that was how I started putting them into my songs. If I wasn't doing music, I should be, I think, a poetry drawer. Drawing 5 top albums of all time. I can't lie you, like I spend time listening to my song. I don't think I listen to people's songs. That's the truth. Top 5 Skydive songs. Do I have any favorite? Like if I should start listening to my songs, if you can't listen to number 1, you can't understand number 2. You have to listen to number 1 to get to number 2. So I don't think I have top 5. Oh, it has to be everything.
If Skydive is to perform one song right now, which song will you perform?
It's gonna be Gaga.
Why Gaga?
Because Gaga is the foundation of the EP, and Gaga was like a revelation of the whole single behind the EP.
How long did it take you to create the EP?
It took over a year because after recording the sound Gaga, after recording the song Gaga, I had to start making the EP because I saw the whole thing happening already, and I just have to start. So I think it took over two years because I brought the song from 2019 into the EP.
So how many producers did you work with on the project?
I worked with a total of 6 producers, all 6 on the 6th track, different producers.
Okay, so if Skydive was talking to a younger version of himself, what advice would you give?
I'm gonna advise myself to be you, do what you keep on doing, never quit, keep doing the kind of song you make because people actually love the kind of song you make.
So on a final note, what's next for Skydive?
Becoming people's favorite. I don't want to be number 1, but I want to be among people's favorite. That's
Okay.
more about Skydive. First song I recorded, that was in SS1, and that was what's the title of the song? Then we give title, not even the give title for song that time, fair. But it was Folake, Folake.
First musical video you appeared in?
That was Pull Up in the Benz.
Yours?
Yeah, my single. Celebrity crush. Man, I crush on myself all the time, to be honest. First girlfriend. My first is my current one, and that's it. Three words to describe Skydive: intelligent, smart, always on point. That's it.